And as we are wrapping up, I wanted to do a little bit more of trivia for you all so that we can do a little bit more fun before we wrap it up. Um, my brain is starting to go, but I am so excited that this has been a successful live stream. Except for in the middle there, we had a little bit of an issue and had to do a new live stream, but um, at all is well. We are able to have the final playbacks of all of these. So let's get on with it. We had two of our volunteers who have Still's disease do their own segments today. So I'm going to do a quick question about Still's disease. Alrighty. So the classic three symptoms, sometimes called by rheumatologists as the diagnostic triangle, most often is a wait. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. Hold on. The classic three symptoms, sometimes called by rheumatologists as the diagnostic triangle, most often associated with Still's disease. We are looking for the three symptoms there. So if there's anybody who knows the three symptoms that are often associated with Still's disease, it's actually a pretty general for all of our diseases as well. But alrighty, the answer is rash, fever, and arthritis. So those are the three diagnostic triangle symptoms that are often associated with Still's disease. And in particular, the fever is a lot higher than those found in the other autoimmune diseases. Okay. HLA B27 is a blank that can be tested for to see if someone may have axial spondyloarthritis. The question is, HLA B27 is a blank that can be tested for to see if someone may have axial spondyloarthritis. Anybody in the chat? The answer is biomarker. We talked a little bit about biomarkers during Tiffany's session. Yes, Brittany, biomarker. Good job. Okay, so last year we did a little bit of a survey for World AI Arthritis Day. For those of you who know the game Family Feud, where they're like, survey says. So we did a survey to answer these questions, and I wanted to share the results with you on theme with taking surveys from Forward Database or Databank and the AI Arthritis database. But I wanted to read you some of these because it's very interesting and to just get kind of a feel of what happens in our population and in our community. So, these are the top 5 answers for name a common symptom of all AI arthritis diseases. And so, the top common symptoms for all AI arthritis diseases are joint pain, fatigue, brain fog, fever, and flu like symptoms. Okay, so name an item in some way that you use in your everyday life to help with your AI arthritis disease. And the top 5 answers are a pill case, heating pad or ice pack, arthritis gloves, mobility device, and accessible kitchen tools. So we talked about accessible kitchen tools. Also, at our very first segment, Caitlin's Aunt Maria talked about how she makes sure to have like a hook or like a way to hang on to her cane so that in case she needs to grab it, it's a lot easier. So just making sure things are more accessible, but also a pill case. Yeah, it's very important for many of those with AI arthritis diseases. Okay, name the amount of time that it may take someone to get to the rheumatologist from their home. So this is basically asking how far away do you really live from a rheumatologist, because in a lot of places it's very rural and it's very hard to get to a rheumatologist. So from our survey, top four answers are: one, less than an hour, which thank goodness, I'm glad. Number two is 1 hour. Number three is 1 to 2 hours. And number four was more than 2 hours. But there were outliers there that said like they needed to take a 5 hour plane ride or needed to do an 8 hour drive. So there were a few that answered like more extreme answers. Name a type of doctor someone might see for an AI arthritis disease. And the answers are, of course, rheumatologist is the first, gastroenterologist. If you may not know that Crohn's is also under our disease umbrella, and inflammatory bowel disease. And so a cardiologist, very common to have issues with your heart when it comes to AI arthritis diseases. Unfortunately, Deb talked about that in her Go With Us video earlier in this raceathon as well. Ophthalmologist, we talked about that also with the Uveitis Foundation, or OIUF, and talking about how important it is to take care of our eyes with our AI arthritis diseases. The next is a neurologist. That is also very common, especially in lupus. Dermatologist, that is also, of course, very common when it comes to lupus and psoriatic arthritis. Mostly psoriatic arthritis. There's a lot that needs to that needs to be addressed when it comes to psoriasis. So dermatologists are very important. And lastly is a nephrologist or a kidney doctor. So those are the top specialists that someone with an AI arthritis disease might go to. Judy said was 3 hours to start with, but now 1.5 hours. That's still very inconvenient. I'm really sorry, Judy, that you have to go that far to see your rheumatologist. I mean, every 3 months must be difficult, or however, if you go every 3 months, every 6 months, or however often you have to go. Okay, last two questions. Name the amount of specialists someone might see before officially getting an AI arthritis diagnosis. Um, and so the top answers were three, or the top answer was three specialists before they got diagnosed with an AI arthritis disease. So mean, um, this can mean whatchamacallit, that it could mean how many rheumatologists you had to see before you finally got your final diagnosis, or other specialists like podiatrists, and I can't remember the name of the specialist that has to do with bones, but a person that has to deal with bones, or other physical therapists, or any other practitioners. So three, only one, two, four, and then five. So three was the most common answer. And yes, an orthopedist. That's who I was talking about. Thank you, Michael. So for a lot of people, it takes some shopping around and some jumping around before being able to get a diagnosis, unfortunately. Name the amount of time it may have taken someone from their first notable symptom to getting an official AI arthritis disease diagnosis. I was actually pretty surprised about this one. The first answer is less than a year, and that was the case for me, but that's not the case for a lot of people. So, or a lot of people that I've heard personal stories from. So I was surprised to hear that less than 1 year was the most common. Um, that doesn't mean that they didn't have symptoms before, though. It was just when they, like, in hindsight, oh, this was the first noticeable symptom that I had. But they could have had other symptoms that they may have written off as other things beforehand. So it's less than 1 year, 1 to 2 years, 2 to 5 years, and then 10 plus years. There was actually someone who answered the survey and said it took them 13 years to get officially diagnosed with anything. And yeah, that about wraps up why we're here today. The mission for today is to drive awareness, but awareness so much so that we can turn it into research and advocacy and make sure that we can keep doing all we can to expedite detection and diagnosis and early treatment in order to lessen the amount of pain um, and medical issues that a person diagnosed with our diseases may have. And that about wraps up our raceathon for today. Um, the Raceathon is just one part of World AI Arthritis Day, though. World AI Arthritis Day is a huge event spanning 47 hours. So we are just about not even halfway done, to be honest. We still have so much more time and so much more driving of awareness that we have to do over the next day and a half or so. Actually, yeah, a day and a half, about a day and a half. And so I wanted to direct you all to the World AI Arthritis Day page on our website. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Um, there, if you haven't yet, you can access our um, social media kit. You can access information about our auto plus inflammatory arthritis equals X campaign, which is our social media awareness social media campaign that is also going on throughout this 47-hour period. And so again, on with early detection and diagnosis and treatment, our auto plus inflammatory arthritis equals X campaign is made to just do that, to do just that. It's basically separating diseases or separating symptoms into auto symptoms plus inflammatory arthritis symptoms. So, auto symptoms meaning brain fog, rashes, um, flu like symptoms, and basically a lot of the more internal pain that happens or internal symptoms that happen, and then plus inflammatory arthritis symptoms, joint pain, joint stiffness, especially when at rest, and it gets better with movement. Those two sets of symptoms put together therefore equals AI arthritis diseases. And so the more that we can get people to recognize people, as in health practitioners, nurses, doctors, PAs that are helping us with our diagnosis journey, as we continue on with that, if we are able to direct them to a certain set of diseases when someone is experiencing this symptom plus this symptom, and it's very likely that it could be this list of diseases. It narrows down from the huge list of autoimmune diseases and a lot of other problems that maybe um, are showing themselves. And so I think that's the biggest thing is we want to be able to show that there's a reason why these diseases are grouped together, because we do have very similar experiences, but also because it can help narrow down diagnosis for those who may have our diseases. And so please check out on the World AI Arthritis Day page on our website, there will be a link to the information for the auto plus inflammatory arthritis equals X campaign. You can print out a poster and write out your symptoms, or you can create your own graphic. And so that is still going to be going on for the next day and a half. So if you haven't done it yet, go ahead and take the time to do so. We also have our general social media kit that has the different graphics that you can post, and also examples of captions if you'd like to use those as well. And in that social media kit also has the individual car posts for all of the participating organizations and advocates and patients. And so I wanted to do a quick thank you to everybody that helped out for today. I wanted to thank our World AI Arthritis Day volunteers. I'm going to read just their first names, but I wanted to make sure that we say thank you to everybody. So thank you to Abby, Almas, Brittany, Carrie, Daleen, Deb, Jenny, Jesse, Jody, Judy, Caitlin, Carrie, Kai, Lisa, Maria, Sarah, Shreyas, Tracy, Vandana, and Eunice. So thank you to all of our World AI Arthritis Day volunteers. We appreciate you. We thank you so much for taking time out of your day to help us and to help us drive awareness. And I wanted to thank the staff members that helped me put this day together. Tiffany, Eileen, Michael, Kelly, Deanne, and Janessa. Thank you all so much for your hard work and your dedication to the AI arthritis community. And we all know how much this mission means to us. So thank you so much for all that you do. I also want to give a shout out again to all of the participants of the Raceathon. So thank you to Caitlin Mello, Carrie Wong, along with Demi and Jim, and everybody at ASIF, Dragonclaw, and Kappa, specifically Charmaine Jones, um, for all of the people at Arthritis Research Canada and the Movement for All Lab, and also at FunARP, or the Foundation for rheumatoid arthritis in Panama, and to the Uveitis Foundation, Uveitis and the Ocular Immunology and Uveitis Foundation, and Yasmin for their contribution. I wanted to also say thank you to Christina Montoya, the arthritis dietitian, Spondylitis Association of America, Rheumission, and Dr. Micah Yu, my autoimmune MD, Forward National Data Bank, Cheryl Crow, Sarah Prado, and Carrie Kellenberger. So thank you all so much for your contribution to this day. I really appreciate all of your efforts and all of your hard work to make this day happen. And yeah, I think that's just about it. Thank you all so much for being here and driving awareness with me for 8 hours. Please stay tuned for our resource library that will be coming out tomorrow. And I will be also collecting anybody else that still is looking to participate and help us drive awareness. So stay tuned for the participation poster that we always have every year of all of the advocates, patients, and organizations that will have participated with us. And let me make sure I'm not missing anything else. Yeah, resource library will be coming, and the participation poster will be coming out tomorrow. So I think that's just about it. You can check out any links that you may need in our link tree, linktree/AI arthritis and linktree/AI arthritis day. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Layla PL Vallette, Health Education Manager here at the International Foundation for Autoimmune and Autoinflammatory Arthritis, and I am signing out. Happy World AI Arthritis Day, everybody!